Malaysia sebenarnya memiliki salah satu sistem visa dan cukai paling menarik di dunia, terutamanya untuk pelabur, pesara dan individu berpendapatan tinggi. Dengan kadar cukai yang lebih rendah berbanding banyak negara barat, kos hidup yang jauh lebih murah, serta kemudahan tinggal jangka panjang, Malaysia menjadi pilihan utama warga asing untuk menetap dan mengurus keuangan mereka. Ramai dari Eropah, Jepun, China dan Timur tengah menggunakan Malaysia sebagai pangkalan hidup dan perniagaan, sambil menikmati keselamatan, kemudahan moden dan kualiti hidup yang tinggi. Namun perkara ini jarang didedahkan secara terbuka kepada rakyat tempatan. Tanpa disedari, Malaysia telah muncul sebagai syurga kewangan senyap di Asia Tenggara. Bukan kerana ia sebuah negara bebas cukai, tetapi kerana sistemnya lebih mesra, stabil dan strategik. Inilah sebab sebenar mengapa begitu ramai orang luar memilih Malaysia, walaupun kita sendiri sering tidak menyadarinya. Jangan lupa untuk subscribe channel ini, Ceritera Malaysia, agar bersemangat terus dalam mengupas isu-isu semasa dalam Malaysia.
We often hear of offshore tax havens, Dubai, the Cayman Islands, Vanuatu, wherever that is. But did you know there's a place in Southeast Asia that never gets any attention but could be a way for you to hide some money and get a visa? So today I want to talk about why people are anxious to leave the West, why Malaysia keeps popping up, and more specifically I want to talk about the island of Labuan, which is a offshore tax haven, but it's very secretive. No one knows about it, and it's very interesting. First of all, why people are looking for options. I think we all can see what's happening in the West. Things aren't like what they used to. The economies are circling the toilet. Inflation is ramping up. What usually happens next when you have all this debt and governments need money is taxes go up. Rules get stricter. It's very hard to get anything done. And of course, the cost of living has gone insane in Ireland. I talk to my people at home. It's not really feasible to have a decent quality of life anymore. And look, I'm not saying it's not even about paying tax. It's not even about paying for your quality of life. But the price to quality in the West is way down. You have to pay a high price for a lower quality of life. So I'm trying to do the opposite. So as things get stressful in the West, people naturally want to have an easier life. It's in our nature to make things as easy as possible. So they're looking for a new place. And all roads at the moment are pointing towards Asia. And there's a very good country, you may know it, called Malaysia, that slips under the radar for the most part. But now it's getting a bit popular. Here you have modern cities, incredible infrastructure, great healthcare, and a very high quality of life for a fraction of the cost at home. But what you may not know is that Malaysia is very, very business friendly. And if you're anyway business inclined, if you're an entrepreneur or you understand that sort of thing, there's one part of Malaysia that plays by different rules, and for the right person, it could be an option. And that is Labuan. Now, I heard about Labuan years ago. I was like, wow, this is very interesting. This could be a way to get a visa. Then I realized to open an offshore account, you need to have money. So Labuan is a very small island off the coast of Borneo. It's not a state, it's not a country, it's a federal territory. What this means, if we cut all the jargon, it means it has its own regulations and its own tax framework. So companies incorporated in Labuan have different rules than the rest of Malaysia. There's a very small percentage taxed on net profits and a very small annual tax. So it's very suitable. In particular, people set up holding companies. It's not even a loophole. It's not even offshore, even though I'm joking about offshore accounts. It's not even anything illegitimate. This is a legit tax law. Is that how you say it? And it's been around for ages. It's been around for a long time. Now, this doesn't apply for everyone. This is for people with capital who are maybe looking to invest and just want to invest the money. If you're running a cafe or a normal business, a gym or anything in Malaysia, this won't be suitable. But this might make sense for you if you have an online business, maybe a consultancy, if you have international income, but especially if you want to invest money, if you have capital and you want to put it in a holding company, The usual one is a Labuan holding company. The tax is extremely low, extremely favorable, but also before I thought I could just put maybe a few thousand in and make it work and get a visa like that. Because of the fees, because of the complicated nature, really you want a bit of capital to be doing this. If your business can move or if you have the capital, then it's worth looking more into this. And if you want to know more about moving to Asia, everything I know is in the Move to Asia blueprint in the box below. Avoid all my idiotic mistakes, avoid all the confusion. So yeah, the big advantages of a Labuan company. So first of all, the tax is 3% if you're doing any trading activities, banking, leasing, all that good stuff. The nice one is if you have investments and you're holding the investments, the tax is 0. Now, I'm no expert, but that sounds pretty good. Number 2, Labuan has a reputation for being very private and strong asset protection. The structures, while they're not as easy to set up, they're really designed to protect the assets and not expose the business. And number 3, there's no capital gains tax. For investors, all you big crypto traders out there, that's probably a good thing. But the thing that people miss, the thing that actually got me excited about it years ago is the path to residency. If you have this company and you're operating normally, you can give yourself a visa, not a tourist visa, a legitimate business visa. You're not required to live in the middle of the Labuan Island. You could live in anywhere in Malaysia. As far as I know, you can put family sometimes on the visa. While it's a bit of work, it's not that easy. It is definitely possible. It's another route if you don't want to do the MM2H, if you don't want to buy a property, but you have another business going on. This is worth looking into. Now also, I want to be very clear, this is not some magic button, this is not some loophole or dodgy scheme going on. Even though I joke about it, this is not about hiding money, laundering, any of that stuff that goes on. You will definitely need proper advice. It's a bit of work to get it set up. You'll have to do all the reporting. You'll need to hire someone local. If you don't do it properly, this could lead to more problems in the future. But if done properly, this is a very legitimate option for a lot of people. So yeah, a lot of people default to Dubai. Dubai has excellent marketing. It's loud, it's out there, everyone knows about it. So that's the go-to, even though it's not as favorable now as it used to be. The tax is 9% in Dubai. What was 0 is now 9. So there are a few people packing up and looking for somewhere else. Labuan is the opposite. It's very quiet. It's private. It's very boring. Dubai is very shiny and immaculate. I don't know, is that the word? Labuan is boring. No one even knows about it, but that's what makes it perfect. Lower cost, less scrutiny, I would say, way less hype, and feels more stable. As we said, Dubai jumped from 0 to 9. I think people were surprised at that. So yeah, Labuan's not flashy. It's very functional. It's not for everyone. You do need a bit of capital. I thought before that you could do it as a workaround. Not really. But if you're serious, it's going to work for you. So that's it, guys. Obviously, I'm not a financial expert or advisor. I just think it's very interesting. It's something that I was looking at years ago. The fact now that people are looking for these places like Dubai, maybe moving away from Dubai now, Labuan's going to get a little bit of love. Malaysia is actually quite favorable for business in general, and I really hope Asia as a region opens up as much as possible for business. And that's actually the trend. If we go back, it's difficult to get anything done. There's rules for everything. It seems over the top. There's a barrier to entry to do business. It's not that accessible. Asia is really now the opposite. They're opening up. The trend is looking good. And in Asia, what I like about it is you're allowed to try things if it works good, and if not, you can try something else. In Europe, you're not even allowed to get started, really, it seems. So yeah, look, this isn't for everyone, but if you're running an online business, if you have money to invest, or you want to set up a holding company anyway, and you're sick of the system back home, this is a legitimate option. And there's always a way to do things. A lot of people see maybe the MM2H and they say, oh, I don't fit the requirements, and they kind of give up. But in Asia, the beauty of it is if you want something bad enough, there is probably a way to do it. And that's what I love about it, really. If you want to know more, check out the Move to Asia blueprint. Everything I know has gone into it, all my mistakes. Please don't be a fool like I have been. You can avoid all that. and check it out, see if it's for you. Check out the Move to Malaysia starter pack in the box below, and also get the free Move to Asia cheat sheet in the box below. Quick overview of all the countries in Asia. Check it out, see which one suits you. Very interesting times for Asia. Malaysia is definitely getting popular now, and it's good for business, so I like the sound of that. That sounds good to me. Like, subscribe, do whatever you need to do. I need all the help I can get here. I'll see you in the next one.